Hello everybody, it's me Nate aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with a complete walkthrough for the Aitiascope, the level 89 dungeon on Endwalker. Keep in mind it has an item requirement of 520 to enter and drops 548 level gear. Now when you first start off, you'll deal with some typical trash mobs. There's a couple parts where at first you're hitting the monsters and it's not doing anything, but don't worry, it's a scripted part where you'll get some help from some other people, but nothing really that difficult. You can do decent pulls on this and burn them down and get to your first boss. The first boss of this dungeon is Libya the Undeterred. Naturally, I'll go through all the moves, and here they are. First up is a Legia Bite. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's a tank buster, just standard-ish tank buster. Next up is a move known as Frustration, which is a room-wide AoE that can't be avoided. Just heal through it, should be fine. Next up is a move called Odi et Ammo, where two circle AoEs will spawn on two different players, followed by one player getting a stack marker. Now, the two players that get these circle AoEs will move to try to place them on the outside, and once they go off, you want to get up and stack on the stack marker to alleviate any sort of damage from the rest of the team. This is normally followed by a move named as Disparagement, where a conal AoE blast will go right towards where the stack marker was, right after the Odi et Ammo. So just be ready to move out of the way after the stack marker, and you should be okay. The next move is a Legia Climb, where two of the boss's arms will start to glow, and after a while they will set off a blast in that quadrant of the area where the arms are. So the best trick here is just go near the arms that are not glowing, and you'll be able to avoid the AoE blasts. And the last move of this particular boss is known as a Legia Shot, where these 8-line AoEs followed by these blasts that will shoot back to the boss. So you see a big, 8 lines of AoEs that go towards you. Just stay out of the way because they'll go back towards the boss. Those are really only moves that this particular boss, Libya the Undeterred, does, and you'll be able to get through it and to your nice set of trash mobs. The next set of trash mobs really isn't anything out of the ordinary. Just watch out for some AoEs that they do. But other than that, you can do some heavy pulls here and burn them down and get straight to the second boss. The second boss is Retta Totten the Unshankable, or whatever. I know I butchered the name. I don't care. The first move this guy does is known as Anvil of Tartarus, which is your standard issue tank buster. The next move is a Tartarian Impact, which is a room-wide AoE. Heal through it, you'll be fine. Next up is a Tartarian Spark, where a random line AoE will shoot out at a player. So just be ready when you see this move to be ready if you're the lucky guest of this AoE just to get out of its way. You'll be fine. Next up is a move known as Shrapnel Shell, where he will fire 2 mortar shots up in the air, and it'll be followed by these moving targeting circles on the floor. And after a while, mortars will start raining down from the sky onto the ground, going towards the direction of the circles. So just space yourself away from these circles when they're actually the targeting circles, because then you'll get the general gist of where these mortars are going to fall, and you can avoid being hit by them. Next is a move known as Viagra, where these 2 giant walls will form on both sides of the arena, and after this you'll be stuck in this little area while the boss is charging up, absorbing ether from these 4 crystals that are on the wall. Pay attention, because after a while one of the crystals he'll suck all the power out of and it will be destroyed, giving you a little safe spot that you can hide in to avoid his frontal charge that he does right after that. And those are pretty much the only moves you have to deal with this boss, and you can get on to your third set of trash mobs. Now, these trash mobs, just treat them like you did the first 2 sets, and you'll be fine. Large pulls you can do as long as you got a decent team going on, but I didn't have any issue. None of us did with this. Burn them down and get your third and final boss of this dungeon. The final boss of the dungeon is Amman the Undying. He has a lot of moves, and you'll probably recognize this guy from the Crystal Tower, but he is slightly different. His first move is known as Dark Forte, which is your standard issue tank buster. Just peel through it, you'll be fine. Next up is a move called Intracte, which is a room-wide AoE. It's unavoidable, just heal through it and you'll be okay. Next up is a move known as Eruption Forte, where 2 players will get an AoE circle that will explode after a certain amount of time. If you get the AoE circle over your head, just space out and move away from them before they detonate. You'll be okay. Next up is a move known as Stundaga Forte, where a giant lightning AoE from the center going all the way out will start happening, where it has 8 different sections. And as you see here, you can see that some of the sections of the lightning are moving faster than others. And what you want to do is stand in a spot that's moving slow and wait for one of the spots that's moving fast to go off, and then you can get back over into that spot and avoid the spot you were standing in going off and hurting you. It's really not that difficult. It looks a lot more scary than it really is. Now, the next move is known as Stroff, where 1 or more discs will appear in the arena, and this is followed by anti-Stroff, where these discs will raise up on their sides and then shoot a frontal blast out of them. Pay attention to where they are, because they can get a lot of them going on, and if you're not careful, you can get hit by these things, and it does do some pretty good damage. Now, the next move is known as Left or Right Viagra Forte, where the boss will fire blasts from his left or right side, taking up half of the arena. And the trick to this is whatever it's listed, go to that side, because the left or right is based off of the direction of the boss. So if it says that it's a right Viagra Forte, go to the right side of the screen. You'll be fine. If it's the left side, go to the left. You'll be okay. And his final move is known as Curtain Call. This is where he will have 2 circular AoEs that'll spawn. Treat it like Eruption Forte. It's really the same thing. And after that happens and the mortars go off, then Shiva will make an appearance in the middle of the arena and set off a big giant blast that creates an ice crystal. Once again, don't get hit by the Shiva attack. It'll hurt you bad. But after Shiva makes this ice crystal, stand behind it, so his final move but goes off Curtain Call doesn't one-shot you, because if you're not hiding behind that crystal when he finishes the charge of Curtain Call, it's a wipe. It's a one-hit kill, definitely. But these are really the only moves that you have to deal with the final boss as well. Be able to beat him down, maybe get some sweet gear, see that epic cutscene, and get on to the next epic battle. And that's all I can say about this dungeon. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching these videos. Please leave in the comments below if you feel I've missed anything. Do you want these to be longer? Do you want me to actually show you the whole complete playthrough of the dungeons? Please let me know in the comments. Like I said, leave a comment and I'll answer each and every single one of them as fast as I possibly can. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.